It's being produced annually, and Nigeria is the second largest chicken population after South Africa, and that produces 200 million birds, which means the market size is very limited, is very vast, that we have not even tapped into. So if we, in Maka farms, we can at least get a little out of these 200 million birds, it's something. So next slide. Market analysis. We are looking at covering this space, this 250 million within 2030. And we are just in from 2015, and in 2030, we're able to cover 250 million. That's a whole lot for Nimaka Farm. Next slide. And these are our market space that we are actually looking at. We have GeoLocal currently looking for our products. We have Yacht Hotel, Sailors Lounge, Kenny's Outlet, Ice Cream Factory. And these are market bases: hotels, schools, restaurants, corporate organization, guest house, and holiday resorts. Next slide. Trying to expand the production chain. We're looking at expanding to 500 birds. That is in phases. That is every 3 months we produce 500 birds. Then in 9 months, that before annually, we're going to produce at least 1,500 birds. That's for a start. And capital intensively, we need at least 6,989,000 naira to do this. And looking at this, the capital expenditure is 950 for the, expanding the farm, then 3 million for the processing unit, because it's a chain business. We produce from the farm, then we take to the processing unit, then for processing unit, we take to our end users. Then the cost for the production of the broiler chicken will give us 2,175,000 naira.
Community in Bariga, I usually wake up to the reality of tires being burnt, there's smoke everywhere, so that led to air pollution. And I felt that these tires shouldn't waste like this. There should be something else they could be used for. And that was what bettered Plastic Build and EcoFit. So EcoFit footwears are footwears that are made from waste, tire waste, fabric waste, and other kinds of plastic waste to make footwears that can last you a longer duration, a minimum of 24 months before you think of replacement. So the problem we are solving is that Nigerians generate about 259 million tires every year, and it ends up in our landfill in Olusosun at Ojota, and it's
one house, please.
It's creeps out everywhere. And apart from that, 1 in every child in Nigeria is barefooted. You can see this in Shomolu when you walk past Pangrove. They are barefooted because they don't have money for footwears that can last them.
Hold on,
a strong well.
Say no more.
Thank you.
So how much is a normal slippers?
So a normal slippers now is around 1,000 naira now.
How much is EcoFit slippers?
So EcoFit footwear now is about 3,000 naira.
Okay, so it's more expensive. Is there a way that you can make it? Hold on, one house. Is there a way that it can be cheaper?
Yes, there is a way that it can be cheaper.
Okay, where do you produce from?
I produce from Bariga, my local community here.
How do you get your tires? One house, please.
Well, Bariga, where I stay, there are a lot of downfall going around, so there's a lot of tire waste being generated. So I generate the tires from the streets. So the area boys pick it and I give them 100 naira for Chelsea or something.
Well, hold on. People still collect 100 naira.
Yes.
Area boys will collect 100 naira. Anyways, that's on the side. But so you get the tires for cheap. So on one tire, how many footwears can you produce?
On one tire, after processing it all, I can make at least 3 footwears.
Okay. So
adult footwears.
Okay, so if you are getting a tire for 100 naira.
Yes.
And you are making 3 footwears,
yes,
bringing out 9,000 naira from that.
Yes.
Listing, at least you can bring your pricing down.
Yes, definitely.
How many footwears can you make in a day?
In a day, now it depends on the human capital.
And on the average?
On average, I can make at least, I can work on about 5 tires a day. So that's about
15.
Yes, 15.
So how many people would it take you to make 15 tires?
So that's where it comes in. Collaborative partnership.
One house, please.
Collaborative partnership.
Okay.
I am not a cobbler.
Okay, so if you have one cobbler,
okay,
how many footwears can you make? How many tires can you process in a day?
So one cobbler can process at least a minimum.
One house, please.
A minimum of 5 footwears. So now, if he has more apparent,
let's just work with one.
Okay.
So one cobbler can do 5 footwears. That can do 2 tires.
Yes.
Because from one tire you get 3 footwears.
Yes.
So one cobbler can do 2 tires.
Yes.
How much do you pay the cobbler for production?
So what I do is that when I calculate the cost of production, it's an agreement. Your cost of production is 1,500. So the remaining 1,500 naira comes to me for packaging and all other costs.
So you pay for each footwear, they take 1,500.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why you sell it for 3,000.
Yes.
Is there a way that you can get them to make it for cheaper? What I'm trying to help you to do is because you want to position as you are solving a problem.
Yes.
For children that cannot afford footwear.
Yes.
So your footwear has to be cheaper.
Definitely.
Than those kind of people.
Yes.
Okay, so but aside that, right? So you get the tires, you get cobblers, they produce for you, and then you sell.
Yes.
How do you sell the products?
So now, we have our various channels for selling. The product we are talking about now is a circular product, which is a sustainable product that the market is just growing.
No, let's not go too far.
I sell via social media.
Social media.
Yes.
Okay, apart from social media, do you sell through shops? People that sell shoes, do you retail through them?
Yes, I sell through them, and I also sell through non-governmental organizations like
NGOs.
Rotary that
Okay.
needs to reach out to local communities.
Okay. Okay. So as a business, what are you looking for now?
What I'm looking for now is a machine. Is a machine that can help me process this tire at a faster rate than the current manual process that I'm doing.
Will it make the product cheaper?
Yes, it will make the product cheaper.
How cheaper will it make the product?
It will make, at least it will make it go to about 2,000 naira.
2,000 naira.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you have a brand name.
Yes, EcoFit.
So
footwear.
every product that you make, you put your brand logo on it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well done. I have no further questions for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Made us to come up with this particular app is 2023, May 29. Our president, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, declared fuel subsidy removed. So then you could see that a lot of persons park their car at home, and because of the
hold on, so that we'll save time.
Okay, sir.
What your solution does is for people to share rides.
People to share ride,
So
and
if I have a car, I get somebody to share with me.
yes, sir.
When I'm going. So
Yes, sir.
how many similar solutions do we have out there?
We have currently we have 4.
There are 4 other players.
Yes.
So how are you different from them?
Okay. Why I'm different from them is that while you share, you can meeting your customer. You share contact. You talk like a lively section is in the car because
Hold on.
a lively section in the car.
One house, please. But how is it different? So people share. Oh, there's Uber share now. If you want to talk to somebody, that's not a unique. One house, please, so that we can finish. That's not unique.
Unique. Okay. Another thing is that while you are going, like it's subsidized, the amount Uber will, you are going to pay for Uber, it is high because of the fact that they have the capital, they have the crowd already.
One house, please.
We are just coming. We are just coming, so we subsidize it, whereby the person that owns the car, the company, and the person traveling, we are going to be on the same, mutual benefits.
Who pays the extra? If you say you are subsidizing it, where is the funding coming to subsidize? If you are subsidizing, it means that you are bringing money from outside to reduce the cost.
Yes.
So you have funding to subsidize the trip for your customers.
Definitely, because we are submitting. It's a project that you submit to the government. Individual, yes, you come, you register with us.
So if I put my car with you,
yes, sir,
and somebody orders a ride, maybe 3 people order the ride, and ideally it's supposed to cost them 12,000. How much subsidy are you giving?
Okay, it's meant to cost them for 12,000. you as a person, you get it has percentage.
Yes.
Because you owns the car, definitely you get the highest.
So let's say the total cost is 12,000.
12,000. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
That means each of those three people has to pay for
4,000 naira. Yes.
So you said it's going to be subsidized.
Yes.
What will you subsidize it to? Instead of 4,000, how much will they now pay? Will it be reduced?
Yes, it will be reduced for
So
them.
how much?
3,000 naira.
So who is going to pay the extra 1,000?
The extra 1,000 naira.
Is it government that is going to pay?
No, his government is not paying on their
So
behalf.
that means the owner of the ride will take a loss.
No, he's not taking a loss. Okay, let me explain, sir.
Okay.
You said 12,000 naira.
Yes.
Like taking normal transport fare, it will cost you 12,000 naira. But the fact that you are going, like you are, instead of you going alone with your car, that's the brain behind it. You are driving your car alone, but now you now need someone. So
why will I,
okay,
as the owner of a car, charge less with you? Why don't I just get the Uber app and collect my full money?
Okay, you getting ours.
Let me explain to you. I own a car. The normal price that Uber will pay me if I'm on Uber to carry somebody from here to the island is 12,000. And you are saying that when I come on your platform, those three people, instead of paying for 4,000, they'll pay 3,000, so I will collect 9,000. Why should I go on your platform when I can make 12,000 from Uber? I will never come on your platform. Except you are telling me that the remaining 3,000 naira government is going to pay me. It's common. Am I making sense? I will never come on your platform. Just take his feedback. I don't know you before, but I need to be very, a lot of people say they want to. I need to be very, very honest with you. So you need to rethink that model. You know, sometimes when we think about things, it sounds well in our head, which is why you also need to, bounce off people. It's not just about creating a new product or service. There is what you call consumer behavior. There is psychology of the buyer that you need to understand. You as a person, you here, if you have a car and platform A is going to pay you 12,000, you have to be high on something more than colos to go and use a platform that will give you less. No, nobody will do that. No sane person will do that. To go and ride on another platform that will pay them less for the same energy that you are going to expend. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is there anybody that would go collect 9,000 instead of 12,000?
Okay, sir. The brain behind it once again is that Uber, that's a business, but this is just like I'm going to my working place.
If I'm going to my working place, if I'm going to make money from my car, whether I'm a business or not a business, I will want to make the maximum. Except I'm carrying my family members. Or my neighbors. But if I'm going to carry a stranger, I will want to get the maximum from it. Will you want to get less? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to listen. I'm not saying that the idea is a bad one. All I'm saying is to go and rethink the model. You might be a smart developer and everything. You might develop something fantastic. I'll give you an example. One house, please. My business, I starting a moringa farm. I'm a biochemistry major. My project in university was on moringa and how it helps with high blood pressure. With that knowledge, I said, okay, I will use moringa. And for people that want to live healthy, we'll make capsules and powder for them to put in their food. Guess what? That thing works. The way it's formulated works. Like if you take the capsules one every day, it helps you with regulating blood pressure and blood sugar. But I never sold anything. You know why? Because we're pushing people away from their normal behavior. For them to take it is like a drug, something extra. But then we started making it as tea. People normally take tea in the morning. So instead of taking Lipton, they are taking something that is healthy. So it's not a deviation from their normal routine. Right? Even at that, people still didn't buy. You know why? Because that tea, we said, is good for blood pressure, is good for diabetes, is good for this, good for that. Somebody that has diabetes but does not have blood pressure will say, I don't have blood pressure, it's not in my portion. So the next step was to do what you call USP. Each of the products has this unique selling proposition. When we did that, and each product addressed a particular, that was the sweet spot, then people started buying. So you might have a fantastic product, it might be disruptive. Some people just think that because it's intelligent, customers will buy. Human beings will only buy things that solve a problem that is big enough for them to part with their money. You need to understand consumer psychology. Beyond having a solution, it needs to be, your products needs to be such that you don't need to spend so much money educating customers on how to use it or why they should use it. Look at the customer's lifestyle, behavior, and build a product that fits into that lifestyle. You will blow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Down to 3 people. So let's do the suspense. You want to go, man? No, but we're staying till 9, no? Yes, now, after this, then there's another speaker coming. After that speaker, there's another speaker. And then there's a spiritual speaker after that. All right, guys. Yeah. So, we have 3 winners out of the 10. Let me just put it this way. All 10 people, your ideas are brilliant. It just needs more work. In fact, all of them needs more work. But out of the 10, these are the best 3 that we can give gifts today. Do you understand? All right, so the first person, Ayo Midday Mix. Ajoke by Ayo. Bring her one laptop. So on behalf of Bet Niger Foundation, on behalf of Bet Niger Foundation, all right, thank you. So the second person, I know your heart is beating, all of you. I hereby invite the one and only EcoFit. On behalf of Bet Niger Foundation, and then the last person, drum roll please. Feedback Africa. On behalf of Bet Niger Foundation, thank you. All right. That's not him.